everybody, and welcome into today's episode of the Top Cut Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. My name is Sunny. I am here. We have my co-host, of course, Caleb.
I'm always watching.
Of course you are. Always watching, always listening, always here. So, we also need to talk about our wonderful patrons and all the things that they do for us. So we want to go ahead and run through the list. We have a huge shout out and a huge thank you, of course, to Austin Johnson, Kane Martin, Mocha, Myth Oceanus, Pig, Scuzz Daddy, AD, Aaron Gardner, Anthony Lila, Damian Zink, Mountain Man, Owen Alvarado, Jeremy Drysdale, Ray Powell, and Sunny Sweet. Thank you all so much for your continued support. We ask that everybody, please check out the Patreon. We've got some cool stuff. We just added a new patron tier where it's our new highest tier. And once a month, you get a one-on-one Discord call with me and Caleb. You got to schedule in advance, but I mean, once a month, you get a free call with us.
Mm-hmm.
I said it's not
just
free.
To talk about whatever
I say
want.
Free. It's definitely not free. It costs money, but it's all up front. It's all in the Patreon tier.
Yeah.
So
all that information's right there.
Right. And then you also get access to our monthly live streams as well as the regular episodes that we upload weekly to Patreon. So if you want access to that, our Patreon series where we're reviewing every set, if you want access to the monthly live streams, which the next one, we're going to shoot for next recording. So sometime next week. So if you want to do that, I highly encourage you to go ahead and check it out. Next, we want to go ahead and encourage you to please join our Discord. It is growing rapidly. We're over 110 people. It's a wonderful little community that's building, just constantly growing. And of course, we want to ask that you follow the Top Cut Podcast on Twitter for all of our instant snap reactions to all of the news of the day, as well as some fun interactions. So, what do we have going on today, my dude? How's your day going?
It's going pretty good. I felt much better after I saw some of the alt art in El Dorado.
Oh,
so yes, we now have the full set list for El Dorado because all the videos that Konami sponsored are all being posted now, so we can kind of see people opening these.
Right.
So the full list of alt arts, we have Nightmare Unicorn, like they said, and it's got Nightmare Unicorn, and then Ib is riding on his back because he's a horse.
You jumped straight from hello straight into it. We didn't do quick play news.
Oh, there's really not a whole lot of quick play news in particular.
There's one piece of quick play news, which is that we have OTS Tournament Pack 18.
That can wait for a second.
Literally, the only quick play news is that it got announced.
Fair enough. And we know one card in it.
One card which is Ultimate Rare Fusion Destiny. That's it.
That's it. That's all we know. And the fact that it exists and is going to come out in February.
Yep. So that's it. That's your quick play news.
Yeah.
So
anyway, Nightmare Unicorn. Like I said, it's got Ib, the World Chalice, whatever.
Justashar.
Just a car riding on his back because he's a horse. Super cool.
I think it's just a car. I think it's just a Shar.
Might be. Danger Bigfoot got an alt art where he's a Yeti.
Hey, I wanted to say that one. You can't say them all.
I'm not going to. You say the next one.
Man, you're taking all the coolest ones, man.
But no. You'll get the net. Hold on. You'll get the next two.
I better get that second one. Okay, which we already talked about. So yeah, I think the Danger Bigfoot one is extremely cool. So the original artwork, he's, a Bigfoot. This one, he is like a Yeti or like an abominable snowman up in a mountain somewhere.
Yeah, he's got the white fur.
Extremely cool. Very big fan. Next alt art, we got a Black Rose Dragon alt art. This one's kind of cool. So like in the original one, Black Rose Dragon is like her wings are like pointed up, like she's on the downbeat, or like she's on like the upbeat of her flap, and these are kind of pointed down like they're on the downbeat of her flap. So it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, there's like a piano or something, looks like behind her, just kind of spiraling off into nowhere.
Yeah, it does look like it's a keyboard kind of spiraling off in the distance. Yep. So
next one, you got it.
Yep. Next one is Rescue Cat. We talked about Rescue Cat before. I'm a big fan. It's so cute. The only issue with it is all the gold on it.
Yeah. Next up, we have Eldritch the Golden Lord got an alt art. In his alt art, he's sitting on a throne on top of one of the Aztec temples, leaning back. His head's just smugly in his hand. You can see his heels.
Yeah.
That boy's got some heels.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. We've seen his heels before, but on a play mat, I think. But it's just he looks so just like perturbed. He's just like, ugh, why am I here? What are we doing?
Looks more bored than perturbed.
Yeah.
More of a carry on.
Like, whatever.
Yeah, well, like he just like waved someone on to move on, and then
yeah.
And then we got a red firewall dragon.
Yeah, this is yet another alt art of Firewall Dragon. Yeah. And this one comes in at rare, not...
Yes.
Yeah, it's a regular rare, like gold text rare, not like a premium gold rare.
Yeah.
That's something definitely to note.
Let's see. You can get the next one.
Yeah, I get the next two, then you get the next two, then I get the last one, right?
Well, the second one I get. Because I'm super stoked for that one.
Fine. All right. The next one is Familiar Possessed Lina.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of a nifty alt art of Lina. There's nothing particularly crazy about it.
Yeah, it's to go with all the alt arts of the other 4 familiar possessed monsters we already got in the structure deck.
Right.
Next up is the one I'm super stoked for, IP Masquerena, where she's on her motorcycle.
You get all the cool ones. You're stealing all the cool ones.
Oh, hold on. Next one's super cool.
It's not.
It really is!
Okay, it's Destiny Hero Plasma, but it's not that cool. I mean, it's just a different angle.
I think it's really cool.
I guess. It gives a close-up of his, like, shark hand.
It's a dragon.
I guess that probably makes more sense, actually.
Anyway, next one.
You do this one.
Okay, Red Eyes Black Dragon. Brand new art. This is a new art for Red Eyes.
For the TCG.
Yeah, for the TCG. OCG's had him for a while.
And the last one is Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. This one is actually very, very cool. She's overlooking she's like wearing this cute little hoodie with like little rabbit ears and stuff. And she's like overlooking a pond and looking at the reflection of the moon.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Whereas in her original art, she's like standing at the edge of a pond and the moon's behind her.
Right.
Now, do keep in mind is that all these cards that have alt arts also have their regular art in there as well in the same rarity.
Right.
Some other notable cards. Red Eyes and Blue Eyes are getting reprinted in here as well with their LOB artwork.
Yep.
Super cool. Elemental Hero Neos is in here. Exodia the Forbidden One, the head.
Why don't we just go through here and read everything literally in order, and we'll just stop at everything that's notable, because some of this stuff is just like not even worth talking about, but some of it's like really notable. So like we'll start with number 1 and we'll finish at 152. Besides, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, that's what I was doing.
Yeah,
because we have Red Eyes, we have Blue Eyes and Dark Magician as their LOB artworks, and we got the Red Eyes,
all in premium gold.
Yeah, Elemental Hero Neos original artwork, Exodia, which is cool.
Yep.
Rescue Cat, both artwork.
Not all of the Exodia pieces, just the head.
Just the head. Let's see, Destiny Hero Plasma new art, Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo, so as a premium gold.
Yep.
So, Red MD, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon.
Premium golds, unless we say something.
Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, original and the new artwork.
Yep.
Scrap Chimera got reprinted. Tempest, Psyframe Gear Gamma.
Yep.
There's Lina, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno.
That's a really cool reprint.
Soul Eating Oviraptor.
That one too.
The Weather Painter Snow, Sky Striker Ace Ray,
Yep.
Danger Bigfoot, both arts.
Yep.
Danger Nessie got reprinted.
Very, very good reprint with it coming to 2 on the list and possibly 3 next to the list.
Rocket Tracer, Sky Striker Ace Rose, Dragon Maid Chamber, which we already knew.
Yeah, that's a good
Ghost
one.
Mourner, Moonlit Chill, both artworks.
Yep.
Eldritch, just the new artwork.
Yeah, because he got the original artwork was last premium gold.
Invoked Mechaba.
Very good reprint.
Black Rose Dragon, both of them.
Yep.
Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier.
Gross.
Logia and Dolka.
Cool reprints.
Primal Math Mech, Alimbatarian.
Not Primal,
Primath Mech. Oh, and then
Alembertane?
Something like that.
He was like $30.
Oh, and then there's also 4 new cards in the set, which we'll skip those and come back to them at the end.
Yeah, we'll just say the names of them as we go through this set
then we'll
list.
actually read out their effects.
So we have number C1000 Numeronius Premium or Numeronius and Premium Gold Rare, and then we have number IC1000 Numeronia in Premium Gold Rare.
Let's see. Weather Painter Rainbow, Nightmare Unicorn, both arcs. IP Masquerena, both arts.
Mm-hmm.
Predaplant Verte Anaconda, great reprint.
Yep, in Premium Gold.
Access Code Talker.
Yep.
Great.
So these are Verte and Access Code are confirmed, guaranteed. They are in this set.
Yes.
Which is huge, huge, huge. I mean, Caleb, you've got Tri Brigades going together, and I mean, how much do you think that just having the Verte reprint impacts your Tri Brigade deck?
Verte by
not Verte, Access Code.
Oh, big time! Because now I actually have. So now I know for a fact I can OTK game 2 like that.
Oh yeah,
it just makes the OTK on.
You can do it game 1 also.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
My second turn.
Yeah,
I can go in for the OTK.
Yeah, going second it makes OTKing so much easier.
Yeah, then like going first, then on my second turn, like on the clap back, go for the OTK.
Right. So
and then Verte's just cool.
Verte, dude, these cards need a reprint so badly. Verte, the price dropped from, I want to say it was hovering around like 80, 85.
Yeah,
now
like
they're below.
30.
They're below 30 now.
Yeah, no, they're like 30 to 35.
Well, still, even in that range, it's less than half.
And then Access Code overnight went from 150
to around 100.
Yeah. When I looked earlier today, it was 90.
Yeah. I mean, it needs to drop. See, I'm personally of the opinion that, like, I've already got my Access Code secret. You know, I made a couple of trades that worked out for me, and I ended up picking one up. And they were already 130 when I picked mine up.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I mean, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to get rid of my secret, but, like, I'm not upset that this is getting reprinted as gold is what I'm trying to say. Like, this card needed a reprint.
Oh, yeah. No. So, like, I'm of the opinion that if an expensive card that I've had for a while gets reprinted, and there are a lot of people complaining that they couldn't get one because of expensive, and all of a sudden gets reprinted, I'm super happy. Because I love when cards like that get into more people's hands.
And my thing is not even that. It's, like, to me, like, I got my use out of the card at that premium price point, you know? Mm-hmm. So, like, for me, I was like, okay, well, I got my use out of it. I mean, the investment was worth it for me for winning on a competitive level, you know? At the tournament last weekend, I won several games just off the back of Access Code, being able to pop things, clear the way, and then move in for the kill.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Having this card with widespread access, I think overall will probably be a good thing.
Oh, yeah. So moving right along, let's see. We got Premium Gold Regeki, Book of Moon,
Magical. Moon's a good reprint.
Yeah. Magical Dimension.
Terrible Premium Gold.
Gold Sarcophagus.
Good.
Fire Formation Tenki. Twin Twisters.
Awesome.
Invocation.
Epic. This is such a good reprint.
Prank Kids Place.
More to come.
Pot of Extravagance.
Awesome reprint.
Mystic Mine.
Unfortunately, awesome reprint.
I really hope that everyone heard my voice just drop.
Yeah, I hope everybody heard that sigh. Just
yeah. Cursed Eldland.
A great reprint.
Elixir of Black Awakening.
Awesome.
Numeron Chaos Ritual.
New card.
Numeron Storm.
New
card. Torrential Tribute.
Very actually pretty poggers.
Starlight Road.
Actually very good.
It actually looks really cool.
I haven't seen how it looks, but like...
It looks good.
Okay.
Conquistador of the Golden Land. Giant Rex.
Okay. Here's where we leave the premium golds and get into the gold letter rares, starting with Giant Rex.
Baby Ceresaurus, Fossil Dig, Lost World, Scrap Golem, Scrap Dragon, and Scrap Wyvern.
So the entire Scrap and Dino deck.
Yeah, like straight up, Scrap Dinos is now
super budget. Super budget.
Like you could build the whole deck probably for $45-$50.
Yeah, the only
minus
thing
some like expensive staples like Ash Blossom and
the really expensive part of this deck. The biggest issue I think, Borreload Savage Dragon is about a $20 to $25 card.
Even with the reprint?
Wait, when did it have a reprint?
It had a reprint a while ago, I thought.
I mean, in last year's Mega Tins. Well, now you got me wondering.
Yeah. Look that up while I continue on.
No.
Look that up while I continue on. Super Express Bullet Train. Urgent Schedule. Super Dreadnought
Urgent Schedule is an awesome reprint. Yes, the original Ultras for Borla Savage are still $27, and the new and the Prismatic Secrets from last year's Megatins are $24, and that's the only printing it's got.
There you go. I got mine for like $8.
From me, yeah.
Yeah. They were at $8 at the time. Anyway.
Yeah. Urgent Schedule, Super Dreadnought Railkin, and Gustav Max. Wait, I want to read the whole names.
Okay.
Number 81, Super Dreadnought Railkin and Super Dora, and Super Dreadnought Railkin and Juggernaut Libe. I love those names. Some of my favorite names in the entire game.
Oh, easily. I remember when Gustav Max first came out, I was like, oh, I love this.
I can't play the deck because I'm not smart enough, but it's very fun.
Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Cool. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Really cool. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Meh. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity. Cool.
Yeah.
Treasure of the Yongzing. Zephyroxy.
And Zephyronio.
Yeah, Secret of the Yongzing. Oracle of Zephyr. Cool. Psyframe Driver. Cool. Psyframe Zeta. Really cool. Psyframe Lord Omega. Good.
Nice.
Psyframe Lord Lambda.
Poggers.
As a gold
Amazing.
rare.
Everything. Based. Whatever the word is. I don't know the words.
Phantom Knights of
awesome.
Ancient Cloak. Silent Boots.
Okay, wait. Can we just take a moment to appreciate that they skipped over the premium gold and went straight to a gold letter rare for Lambda? That card was a secret.
Yeah.
They skipped over any other in-between rarities. Normally, it's like, it's a secret. Let's give it an ultra. Then let's give it a super.
And then we'll give it the gold. And then we'll give it a common in a structure deck like 5 years later.
Yeah, no. They went straight to gold letter rare. This is, as far as I'm concerned, this card's basically a common.
Yeah. Phantom. Then we have Silent Boots, Ancient Cloak, and Break Sword as gold letter rares.
Solid.
Numeron Wall. Cool. Number C1. Numeron Chaos Gate Sunya. Number 1, Numeron Gate Akam. Number 2, Numeron Gate Div.
Let's just say also Numeron Gates 3 and 4.
Yeah, they have all the Numeron Gates. Numeron Network. Numeron Calling. Number 9, Dyson Sphere is really cool.
Yep. Number 41, Baguska is kind of always good.
Altergeist Marionetter. So cool.
The entire Altergeist monster. Marionetter, Soliloquist, Meluseek.
Conquery, and Multifaker.
Yeah. All the good Altergeists.
All the Weather Painters.
I'm just gonna assume you're correct, but that's Rain, Thunder, Canvas, Snowy Canvas, Cloudy Canvas, Thundery Canvas, Rainbowed Canvas. So
Micro Coder, Xcode Talker, Code Talker, Shooting Code Talker, Code Talker Inverted.
All very great. The next set I love, which is Prank Kids, Lampsies, Dropsies, Fansies, Roxy's, Rocket Ride, Weather Washer, Battle Butler, Dodo Doodle Doo, Bow Wow Bark, Meow Meow Moo, Pranks, and Pandemonium, all in gold letter rare. Yep. Oh, this just became maybe the best budget deck in the game.
Hita, Win, Osawa, and Area, the Charmers, but all as the Link monsters. All the Charmer Link monsters. Eldritch the Mad Golden Lord.
This is really surprising to me because Eldritch the Mad Golden Lord
which is the fusion.
Yeah.
It's a secret, I think?
Yes, it was a secret, but here's the thing. This card is from Blazing Vortex.
Yeah.
This card is not old. This card is from the same set as Pot of Prosperity.
Yeah.
This card is not even a year old.
And it's already gotten a gold letter rare.
It's not just that. It's the fact that, like, this shows that they're like, oh yeah, we'll reprint a card right after it comes out. Think about this. That exact reprint actually really upsets me.
Because that could have been Pot of Prosperity.
It could have been Pot of Prosperity. It could have been Tri Brigade Kit, which has sneakily gotten up to like $4 or $5. The fact that there's like 2 good cards in all of Blazing Vortex, and this is what they pick. Like, if you're going to reprint something from Blazing Vortex, you've already put the whole dinosaur deck in here. You have to have Pot of Prosperity around the dinosaur deck. Why not do that?
I think entirely because of the next cards I'm about to read off. Elixir of White Destiny, Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine, Guardian of the Golden Land, Hequero of the Golden Land Forever, El Dorado, and Goldorado Adelantano. Literally the entire Eldritch. The entire Eldritch package.
Wait, no.
What are they missing?
Conquistador.
No, Conquistador's in there. He's up higher.
Oh, is he a premium gold rare?
I think. I remember reading Conquistador.
Did we say Conquistador?
No, we didn't. I don't think he's in here. I think he's the one that didn't get reprinted.
Wow. No, it's here. It's here. It's number 54. It's right before Giant Rex. It's there.
Okay, cool. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so literally everything
Eldritch is here. The entire whole kit and caboodle. It's all here.
The Golden Lord and his golden lads.
And even the Mad Golden Lord, unfortunately, even that sucks.
Yeah. Next up, we have Deep Sea Diva. Cool. Kagamucha Knight. Cool. White Dragon, Wyvern Burster, and Black Dragon Collapse Serpent.
Yep.
Cool. Majesty's Fiend.
Yep.
Eh?
Sure, I guess.
Cyber Gadget. Eva. Rainbow Neos.
Eva is actually kind of a cool reprint because that card only had one printing.
Ultima Zulkin.
Also kind of a cool printing.
Constellar Knight Ptolemy M7.
Kind of cool.
Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon.
I hate that card so much. I lost out on first edit tournament because of that card. But sure, cool, I guess.
Can't out it. Firewall Dragon, second artwork, and the new red artwork.
Yeah, so this is the alternate art that we got, I think, in Ghosts from the Past, but like with color.
Yeah. Dragoon Knight Romulus.
Yeah, sure.
Link 2. Battle Shogun of the Six Samurai. Salamangreat Almirage.
Amazing. That's a low-key, actually a really good one. It was not a super expensive card, but like actually a good reprint.
Striker Dragon. Upstart Goblin.
Upstart Goblin's actually kind of an awesome reprint.
Ancient Gear Fusion. Slynet Mining. Another great reprint.
Dude, card that's such an amazing reprint.
And hold on, of all the gold letter reprints, this one I think is going to tank its original copy the most of the rares, not the premium golds. Dragon Maid Hospitality. That was a $30 super.
What is the price now?
I don't know. You look it up while I continue on. Summon Limit, Broken Line, and Trap Trick.
I would just like to say, Summon Limit was also very expensive. Summon Limit was like a $15 card.
Yeah.
Dragon Maid Hospitality is still a $20 super.
Oh, it dropped down to 20? It was at 30.
Yeah, there's sales here. Just looking at the sales history from a few days ago. Starting about a week ago, it dropped from 32 to 22. But it was selling at 32 like a week ago.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's been trending now. The market price is only 25 and it hasn't had that many sales.
Yeah, but I imagine it's still going to continue to go down.
Yeah, it will.
But yeah, and then also the Trap Trick and Broken Line are really cool reprints. Not 100% needed, but they're cool.
I would like to say, excuse me. I would like to say, I personally, some of my favorite reprints out in here are actually really like low key. Summon Limit was actually kind of like, actually like $10 without even realizing it. Even like the commons were like that $8 to $10 mark. And like, I like the Upstart Goblin reprint. Upstart Goblin, it's not really like a particularly expensive card, but it's kind of hard to find cheap copies at a good price just because the card, nobody really keeps it in their binders and stuff. Nobody really has them lying around.
Yeah, most people have one.
Yeah.
And it's like in their stuff that they're using because it hasn't been reprinted in forever.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get cards together for an Edison deck, and to hear that Upstart Goblins, I'm like, oh, thank goodness. I need like 15 copies of this card for
Here's your chance.
Edison.
Just buy a whole bunch of the set. You'll get them.
Yeah, no, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to, every time I see somebody opening some, I'm just going to walk and be like, yo.
Can I have the Upstart?
Can I have all your Upstart Goblins? That's all I care about from this set. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Firewall Dragon is actually kind of a cool reprint here because you can get the new text with
the second artwork. So now you can get the new text with the first artwork, the second artwork, and now the new one that is new to the TCG.
Yeah, you can get the second or third artworks with the new text and a low rarity for cheap, or if you want to spend some money and on the original artwork, you can get the original artwork in ultimate rare from a couple of OTSs ago for the expensive. So Well, I say expensive. It's like 30, 35, which is really not that bad.
Yeah, Firewall is kind of lost its place because of its errata.
Yes. So
It's a cool extender in Cyber stacks
yeah, for sure.
if you're running Salamangreat.
A Giant Rex was quietly a $10 to $12 card.
Oh yeah, no, because I think at the time before now he only had one printing.
Yep, he only had the one printing. So Giant Rex also quietly a very good reprint.
Oh yeah. Overall,
Man, you said literally the next word coming out of my mouth right there.
yeah, overall, I think this set's really good. Originally I was only gonna buy one just for the box,
Mm-hmm.
and then buy singles, but I might actually do two this time.
Right.
A for the box, B because there's a lot of really cool stuff in here.
Yeah, there's a lot in here that I'm really excited about. There's a few cards that I think really kind of they could have done more for. A couple of cards that really kind of need reprints that are due and are not in here. Obviously, I would like to see Dragoon get a reprint. That would have been very nice. Obviously, it's not in here, but
Always next year.
yeah, I think Dragoon, there's a good shot. He's in battles. He's in Brothers of Legend. I feel pretty good about that, but we don't know for sure.
At the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they just opted to never reprint him ever again and just ban him.
I mean, I'm all for them banning him, but they're going to get one reprint out of him before they do.
Fair enough. Make everybody pay for it, and then literally the next ban list after he gets reprinted, boom, gone.
That's what they did with Masterpiece. He had one extra printing after, and then right after they reprinted him, bam, hit him with a hammer. So
rough.
I think some other things that I'm missing here are Christian Halki Fibrax.
That would have been a really cool reprint.
Forbidden Droplet.
Another great reprint.
Yeah, but we know that one's coming in Brothers of Legend, so like...
Yeah, and it's already been reprinted once. Granted as an OTS ulti, but that's still another reprint. There's more of them out there.
They could have put Imperm here as a rare.
They could have, but I think they're still riding off of the super that came in the structure deck, so they're probably waiting a little bit longer before they reprint as a common.
Which is honestly understandable. I understand why Imperm is not in here, but it would have been nice to get like a penny copy, you know?
Yeah. So particularly for in the future when people are like, hey, I want to play this retro format and it's our format. I don't know why they would.
Right.
But I need like 15 copies of Infinite Impermanence because every deck was running Imperm.
You know, you say, I don't know why they would. This is actually like... This is kind of like an Eternal format, and this is not like a 2 decks format. This is like, there are like 8 decks that are like really good and could feasibly win or top an event right now. I mean, we didn't even talk about it. Let's talk about Top Cut at our last event. Think about it. We had 1 Tri Brigade, 1 Virtual World, 2 Eldritch, 2 Phantom Knight, right? That's 6.
Yeah.
Do you know what 7 and 8 were?
No. Not right off the top of my head.
So 7, I want to say they had 1 player play. Oh, Dragon Link. You know what the 8th deck was?
What? I'm a guess. Grin Maju.
Nope.
Mystic Mine.
Nope. Do you give up? Do you want a hint?
I'm gonna get one more.
Okay, one more guess. No shot. You get it. There's no shot in a million years. Invoke Dogmaticus at all?
Yeah.
Nope.
Dang. What was it?
You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ancient Gears.
Ancient Gears?
Yes, it was Ancient Gears.
You can't see this, but I got steam coming my ears. Just like, what?
Yep, Ancient Gears. Top 8.
But was it... what?
Yep.
How?
I couldn't tell you. But that's kind of the diversity of the format, isn't it?
Crowler would be proud.
Yeah. I mean,
the guy from GX who like that. That is absolutely stunning. Props to that player.
Yeah, he was just like, oh yeah. He's like, I felt good coming in today. I talked to him. He was like, yeah, I felt good. I felt like I was running a good deck. It was very underrated in the meta. I was like, it's not underrated. I've never heard of it.
Like, I knew ancient gears were a thing, but, like, their whole thing is, I'm going to just use all my resources to get out ancient gear golem, something pound. Oh no, you outed it. Well, there goes my entire board.
He's got this one ancient gear monster that apparently gets up, like, over 9,000 attack with piercing.
Yeah, ancient gear pound. If you out it, that's it. He's done.
He goes second and goes Unga Bunga OTK.
Yeah, that's the deck. If you stop the ancient gear golem whatever pound, I don't remember what it's called. That's it. He's done. He's got
I don't know. I'm very happy for the guy. I'm happy it worked out for him.
He probably figured out
the craziest thing I've ever heard, though.
Yeah, it really is. Like, that seems like the kind of deck where you'd want to purposefully lose the die roll.
Oh, that's the deck where if I play against that deck, that's the kind of thing I would see like round 1 at a YCS.
Yeah, at table 300,
and just get my stuff stomped in. You know what I mean? Like
get your what did I say earlier? Yeah, it'll get your bars rattled.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would see that round 1 at the YCS. That guy would just absolutely stomp me into the ground, and you know what I would do? Just immediately drop and go play some side events. If I can't beat Ancient Gears round 1 at the YCS, I'm done, yo. I'm out. You can have it, dude.
Yeah, you deserve it at that point. Jesus.
Yeah, so
Ancient Gears, man.
Dude, if I get my stuff stomped in by Ancient Gears at the YCS,
that's going to grind my gears if my round 1 is against Ancient Gears. Ha ha ha.
I don't know what I'm going to do, bro, because I don't know what that deck does. I'm just happy I never played against him all day. I didn't play once against him.
Like, the only thing I can think of is just, like, in our particular decks, is just kind of let them go their end board, and then when they get their big monster on board, flip Revolt, banish it with Shurag.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think to do.
Yep, you would have to banish their main monster with Shurag, or banish their field spell with Revolt, or banish their field spell with Shurag, because their field spell, if you destroy it, it does apparently a bunch of crazy stuff.
Gear Town? Yeah, Gear Town's ridiculous.
Everything in their deck, if it gets destroyed, you just lose.
Yeah, but just...
So no access code. Access code, you lose.
Yeah, just Zeus it.
Actually, you're just correct. Yeah, you're right.
It just dies to Zeus, unfortunately.
Wow, MIT hard making Zeus turn 0. Oh, that guy cries.
Yeah, just sitting there with the Zeus. Go ahead.
I just make a hard make Zeus. Go ahead. I would actually be kind of poggers, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, no, it's like, oh yeah, I know what you're on. Just hard make Zeus. It just spends all the resources to make the Zeus and passes.
So here's my Zeus. Good luck.
Hold on, even funnier. It's like with my deck, they don't OTK me, and I'm just like, so if you see a 12 stack Zeus, what are you gonna do about it? He's just like, I'm gonna cry. Makes a 12 stack Zeus.
Dude,
imperm this.
It's not theory, bro. I had a 10 stack Zeus against me at that tournament.
Granted, that was with pure Lyrilisk. Pure Lyrilisk can do it a lot easier than Tri-Brigade Lyrilisk, because there's more names to put underneath.
But it's the principle of possibility.
It is still entirely within the realm of possibility.
Right. So.
Which is dumb.
Super dumb.
And I love it so much. Anyway, that's enough rambling from us. That's so like I said, El Dorado, really cool set. Definitely worth getting like a box and buying singles, because these singles are going to be dirt cheap comparatively.
Yes.
Particularly, especially compared to like the right now $90 access code. I'm thinking that'll probably drop down to $80.
I think access code is going to bottom out around the $70 range for the secret. For the secret, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like for this, yeah, like I'm thinking it'll bottom out at 80, 70.
I think I don't think it'll go below 70 for the secret.
Oh,
not
at all. Not
at all. What do you think the gold rare is going to be?
Okay, I think they're going to be right out the gate immediately, like $50.
Really?
But hold on, after about a week, they're going to. Well, because at first you got all the pre-sale people are going to be like, yeah, we're going to pre-sell this for $50.
What do you think it's going to be a week after release?
A week after release, I'm thinking 25 to 30.
18 is my number. I've talked about this with some friends. They say one said 25, one said 20. 18 is my number. I feel pretty good about it being around 18.
Hold on, I'm thinking 25 to 30 after 1 week. After 2 weeks, I think it's going to be down to like 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Because then more people have gotten the product.
The more people that can open the product, the lower the price gets.
Exactly.
At first. I mean, that's just like the Megatins are still dropping in price to this day. I mean, it's just, it's going to keep going down, down, down.
Now, to be fair, we're not getting multiple waves of this. It's just as far as I know, I think we're just getting the one. I think the multiple wave thing was just for the 10s.
Yes.
So it's not going to like go, like bottom out and then bottom out again and then bottom out again. It's only going to bottom out once. So
if you were to recommend people pick something up from this, say a ton of our listener base is statistically what we've seen and what we've heard, the testimonies that we've gotten from people, a ton of our listener base is newer players.
Yeah.
What would you recommend a newer player pick up from this set?
Well, the first thing I would recommend they pick up is if there's a part of a deck core that's really expensive that they need that got reprinted, pick that up first.
Such as,
I'm trying to build. Let's just take a deck I've been trying to build but couldn't because of one particular card being $90 with Dragon Maids. Now would be the time to pick them up because all the Dragon Maids are now cheap because of Chamber Dragon Maid and Dragon Maid Hospitality both getting reprinted. That'd be the first thing is specific main deck cards you need. Or if you're trying to build Prank Kids, now's the time to do it because everything, not now, but when this set comes out will be the time to do it because all that will be dirt cheap.
I agree.
Yeah. Excluding main deck stuff, however, access code.
Yeah.
Especially if you can especially if you already have got a hold of a rare Nightmare Unicorn, which is already a dirt cheap card as it was. Making Nightmare Unicorn and then going up an access code is ridiculously good. Like, how big does access code get at that point? 53?
With what?
With a Nightmare Unicorn?
Yes.
Yeah, 53. That's big.
You know what's even better? Your opponent using all of your Apollousa negates, not being able to get through it, and then using Apollousa as one of the materials.
Oh, yeah.
63 access code.
Let's go.
It feels so good.
Oh, even funnier. Using Underworld Goddess at the Close of World.
I mean, at that point, you just use the Ad Ignister guy.
Either one. Just use one of the 2 rank 5s that are in existence at the moment, as far as I know.
The Ad Ignister guy is rank 6.
Oh my god!
That makes access code a 1 card OTK, 8,300.
8,300, boys!
Hey, if anybody out there has actually made access code as a rank 6, please let me know. I'm very interested to see that.
Because that's hilarious. That's on the same hilarity level as a 12-stack Zeus.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But
not visually. Because I got curious after I actually got my Lyrless stuff and I stacked the 12 materials underneath my Zeus, and because I'm double-sleeved everything,
yes,
it looks silly. Because I got a stack of cards about an inch thick.
Yeah, if you take and do a 12-stack Zeus, and you, space all the cards out, it's actually hilarious to see it, because it goes, across, 2 or 3 monster zones.
Yeah, no. What I ended up doing was just kind of collapsing them all into one stack underneath in the opposite position.
Oh yeah, it's all you can do.
Because there's just so many materials.
Yeah, no, that's the only thing you can realistically do.
And then it's activate effect Zeus, just pick him up, move him out of the way, and pull 2 off the stack and put him back down.
Yeah, go ahead and choose the material that you pull off the stack, because you put a dozen materials into something, you got to think about where you're detaching at that point.
Maybe. I mean, if they're all level 1 Winged Beast and they're all Lyrilisks, it does not matter. The only time it would ever really matter is you specifically detaching the 2 Searchers first. Mm-hmm. Celestine Wagtail and
Cobalt
Sparrow. No,
Cobalt Sparrow's the blue one.
Yeah. No. We had this conversation where Cobalt isn't brown, it's blue.
You mean it's not blue, it's brown?
Yeah. No. Cobalt is a blue.
Sapphire Swallow is blue.
Yeah, Sapphire... No, I'm saying the metal Cobalt is blue, not brown.
I
Cobalt
know,
Sparrow
but
is brown.
yeah, we agree that Cobalt Sparrow is the brown one.
Yes. Yeah, so you have to pull out Cobalt Sparrow and Celestine Wagtail first. After that, it does not matter the order at that point.
Yep.
Unless you have a way to recur a barrel canary from your graveyard.
So the things that I recommend everybody pick up out of this set, there's pretty much no reason coming out of this set to not have a full Eldritch Core.
Unless you just actively seek to not get one.
Yeah, to me, you have to come out of this set with a full Eldritch Core. You can have the entire Eldritch deck assembled and put together without all of the staples and traps. And honestly, if you're just getting back into the game, I recommend the Eldritch deck. Because
it's a trap deck.
It's not just that. If you can build Trap Eldritch, ideally, if you have the money to spend, you can also get 3 Nadir Servants and 1 Ecclesia.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all you need. You run 3 Nadir Servants, 3 Ecclesia, or 1 Ecclesia, then you run 2 Eldritch the Golden Lord. Dude, that 1 Ecclesia and those 2 Eldritch Golden Lord, those are the only monsters you run in the main deck.
What are your extra targets for Nadir, out of curiosity? I assume it's like... Entis and...
Yeah, because you're running Dogmatica Punishments too, so it's...
Oh, yeah, you still need the Entis anyway.
Yeah, so you have to run 3 Entis. Then you also want to run Titanic, maybe 1 Titanic Lad.
Basically, extract monsters that get an effect when they're sent to the graveyard.
Not just that, but basically you want to run any extra deck monster that has just added versatility. Tri-Brigade Ferajit is actually a good one because all you have to do is send her to the graveyard.
Oh, to draw 1 and then put 1 on bottom of deck. Yeah.
Cycle 1.
Yeah, so Ferajit's pretty good. I'm trying to think on who else would actually be pretty good. If you're running a weirder build, I guess Cyber Dragon Nova? Or is it Infinity who has the send to graveyard effect? I get the two mixed up.
I don't know which one does that, but what I do know, I would also run... The other thing you can pick up out of here is Pot of Extravagance. You can pick that up out of... Yeah. Pick those up out of Premium Gold because those are used in the Eldritch deck. But if you're... I recommend Eldritch for those getting back in the game, specifically Traplich with Solemn Judgments and things like that, because it's a good meta call right now because of how combo heavy the format's getting again with things like Virtual World and the like running around.
Not only that, and something else you have to keep in mind that really helps with Traplich is that if you're running pure Traplich and not running any of the Dogmatica Nadir stuff, you don't need your extra deck.
Yeah,
just stuff it with literally whatever you want.
Yeah, realistically, you don't have to use your extra deck, so something to consider.
Yeah,
but
the only reason you'd ever use it is because you're running Pot of Prosperity or Pot of Extravagance.
Right, which you should absolutely be running Extravagance. So, 3 Extravagance, 3 Duality.
Yeah, and like I said, you just literally stuff that extra deck with whatever you want. You could run Blue Eyes Ultimate in there. It doesn't matter. It's just going to get banished off a Pot of Extravagance anyways. It's why it's there.
Yep, pretty much. So, and the other thing is that I feel like playing a control deck in the format gives a player... You have to be successful with a control deck like that, like a trap deck, you really, really have to understand the meta, understand how the game is working, and have an intimate knowledge of the meta. Because if you don't know all of the decks, you don't know how all these decks work, you don't know what all these decks do,
you're not going to know what trap, when to spring it.
Exactly. Playing a control deck like this makes you a better player. That said, it might also make you the most hated player in your community.
Nothing makes someone just kind of squint at you than set 5 pass.
Just kind of squint at you. That's pretty good.
Not even with any sort of motion, just this blank stare and then a squint.
And there's a grumpy face.
And then draw 1 card.
Right.
I just kind of look at it and go, ugh.
Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and take just a moment to talk about our sponsor, of course, ETB Games in Alexandria, Louisiana. So, ETB Games is our locals in Alexandria. It is a absolutely wonderful place to go ahead and get all of your everything you need to play Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, anything of the sort. The shop is actually really looking to do some business. So please, please, please be sure to check out the shop. Check out everything that they have to offer, everything they have going on. Check out their website at etbgames.com. They do some selling and stuff on TCG Player. Like I said, in the last episode, we do have the monthly tournament coming up. I don't know exactly what day it'll be on, but as soon as we find out, we will be sure to announce that here on the podcast. So please be sure to go check out ETB Games in Alexandria, Louisiana. Go ahead, go there, and make sure to support the shop, support our locals. We appreciate any support that we can get. They are a wonderful place to go, like I said, for all of your trading card game needs, video game needs, tabletop games, and I really cannot recommend them enough. So go ahead and check them out. Link in the description below.
Super cool guys.
Alrighty, well, are you ready to go ahead and get into the... we're going to go ahead and talk about the new cards that are also in this set, and I think we still have one other new card we need to talk about.
Yes. Okay. So a while ago they released like a bunch of retrains for cards that were commonly used by Mako Tsunami from the anime. So you had the jellyfish, the kraken, a couple other cards, but one of them was missing, and I even commented on that. There's no Karyushin retrain. We got it. Karyushin Leviathan. So a couple of notes about it real quick. Historically, Karyushin has been a strangely localized name. Its Japanese name was written as some kanji, Karyushin Sea Serpent Deity, but force read as Leviathan. So you would force read it as Leviathan. And yet its name was localized as Karyushin with the usual reading and not the forced reading. This new card is again written as Karyushin, but instead meant to be read as Karyushin, while adding the title of Leviathan. So it features both names at the same time.
That's kind of funny, to be honest.
Yeah. Note number 2. The one effect...
Whoa. Let's read the effect before we...
Good point. It is... Okay, so he's a water sea serpent, level 5, 2000 attack, 1700 defense. Kind of meh. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. 1. While Umi is on the field, each player can only control one face-up non-water monster. If a player controls 2 or more face-up non-water monsters, that player sends those monsters to the graveyard until they only control 1. It is a water-type Gozen match.
Yeah, it's specifically... Yeah, it's just goes to match, but it auto locks both players into waters.
No, it doesn't. It just doesn't affect water types. You're locked in having one non-water monster.
Okay, yeah, but it's still weird.
Yeah. So either player can have as many water monsters they want on board. It's just that they're limited to 1 of anything else.
Right.
It's 1 per turn effect. 2. During your main phase, you can add Umi, a Karyushin Speller Trap, or a Sea Stealth Speller Trap from your deck to your hand. Which is ridiculous. You'll probably never search Umi because Umi is terrible, but searching out something like Rage of Karyushin or Fury of Karyushin. Fury letting you search out Torrential Tribute.
Right.
Rage is a board wipe, I think.
I'm not exactly sure, but I do know Fury of Karyushin does let you search Torrential Tribute, which is hilarious.
Not only does it do that, whenever you activate Torrential Tribute, you can banish the Fury, and it protects your monsters from the Torrential Tribute.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Note number 2, the 1 effect is supposed to work similarly to Rivalry of Warlords or Gozen Match. The text match those cards, but since it's more specific as to what gets forcefully sent to the graveyard, I left in a more literal translation.
So,
Mako got some serious upgrades. Jesus.
Yeah. We also got some new cards that are actually debuting in Maximum Gold.
Yes.
We have number C1000 Numeronius, a rank 12 Light Fiend Exceeds Effect monster, question mark attack, question mark defense. 5 level 12 monsters is the materials. Once per turn, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card. Destroy 1 other monster on the field. At the end of the battle phase, destroy as many other monsters on the field as possible, minimum 1. Then special summon 1 monster from your opponent's graveyard to your field in defense position. If this card you control is destroyed by its opponent's card effect while it has material and is sent to your graveyard, you can special summon 1 number IC1000 Numeronia from your extra deck, and if you do, attach this card to it as material.
Number IC1000 Numeronia, a rank 13 Light Fiend Exceed effect monster. Materials, 5 level 13 monsters, which I don't think is actually possible.
It is not.
If this card is special summoned by the effect of number C1000 Numeronias, it gains 100,000 attack and defense in your opponent's turn only. Also apply the following effects from the start of the next turn after this card was special summoned. Monsters your opponent control must attack this card if able. At the end of your opponent's turn, if this card did not battle, you win the duel. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, detach 1, negate the attack, and then gain life points equal that monster's attack. So it forces your opponent to attack into a monster with 100,000 attack points.
Hilarious.
And if they don't, they still lose. Of course, good luck getting this thing out, but...
Okay, it has to be destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard. Number 1000 Numeronius does to special summon it. Otherwise, you have to find a way
to get 5 level 13 monsters to hard make this thing.
I wonder if that's even possible. I wonder if there's a card that like adds levels and you just keep adding levels until it gets level 13 and then just...
Because I'm pretty sure that all the cards that add and subtract levels specify that it's max 12.
I don't think any of them specify. I think it's just...
Maybe not.
I think it's always just been assumed that like you would
12
know.
is the max, because there's no reason to ever go above 12.
Right.
Now there is.
So, also, I would like to point out, if you look at the pictures of these cards, especially the number C1000 Numeronis, this card looks terrible. The art's very cool, but the printing, the cut is so off center.
Yeah, for the one that this guy pulled.
The stars are so far off that they're out of the star bubbles. The light goes out of the light bubble for the attribute.
Yeah, it's terrible.
The cut and the printing is horrible on this particular card.
Yeah, however, the number IC1000 picture they have is just fine.
It's probably something to do with just like that particular run, but
yeah.
Man.
Anyway, next up we have Numeron Chaos Ritual. No English version seen. As such, the original translation is provided instead. Actual English text may differ. Normal spell. If a face-up number C1 Numeron Chaos Gate Sunya you control is drawn by a monster effect this turn, target one of your Numeron network and 4 of your number exceed monsters that are in your that are banished or in your graveyard. Special summon number C1000 Numeronis from your extra deck, and if you do, its attack and defense become 1000, and then attach all 5 to it as material. You can only normal or special summon once for the rest of this turn. Which is how you're supposed to actually get this thing out.
Huh.
Which makes it 1,000. When normally he's... Oh, normally he's question mark, but then he doesn't have an effect that gives him an attack stat.
I would just like to say, I feel like there's definitely going to be a table 500 strategy soon.
Yeah.
That either summons number C1000 and then gives the opponent a card that does pops a card on the field that like you give your opponent the card that pops, like a table 500 strategy.
Yeah.
It would be very funny.
Lastly,
that way your opponent has to pop your 1000 and you summon the guy.
Lastly, Numeron Storm. Normal spell card. If you control a Numeronius monster, destroy as many spells and traps your opponent controls as possible, minimum 1. And if you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent.
Seems good.
I mean, it's Harpy's Feather Duster, but then you burn your opponent for 1,000.
It's funny.
Yeah. Not 1,000 for each, just 1,000.
Yep.
Yeah. They're kind of meh. They're really cool looking, but overall kind of meh. I'm just glad we finally got it.
Yeah. They're pretty cool, but
great for collectors.
Yeah.
And then like we said, the new Creation Leviathan that we'll be getting in Legendary Duelists Abyss whatever will also be super cool. Particularly because I think the new ones actually revolve around summoning level 4 and 5 water water monsters,
Right.
which would, let you pump this dude out real quick.
So that will pretty much wrap it up for the start of our actual, the end of our actual podcast episode. But
Before we go,
we do want to take just a moment to talk about the podcast question of the day, which was, what deck or strategy that you know is bad but can't help but love, or what is a deck or strategy that you know is bad but can't help but love anyway? So we got some great responses to this tweet. We got, just a lot of love going around. Ghost Rick, Legendary Fisherman, Son of Avalon, U-Link version, OG Noble Knights. God, dude, I remember when those Noble Knights first released. I love those things.
I actually built the deck, and it was terrible.
So bad. Original Zombies, any variation of Scraps, Witchcrafter, Destiny Board, Stall/Burn, Gladiator Beasts, Barrel Dragons, Sacred Beast, Cloudians. I've seen that deck, but I don't really know what it does, but it seems interesting. Yang Zings, Dream Mirrors, Tunes. Oh, dude, I love Tunes so much.
It's such a fun deck to pilot.
I'm an absolute I'm the easiest person in the world to bait with nostalgia. I love Tunes. Ojama Lockdown. Oh, that's rough, buddy.
I had a shiver go down my spine when you said that.
Yeah, that was ooh. We also got some great answers in the server. So Magic-Key, Ice Barrier, and also Ice Jade and Exorcist are coming up, but interested in those. So like I said, Ice Barrier, Red Eyes, Bee Troopers. Bee Troopers are very cool. One day it could be good, but right now it's still a little
Today
too
is not
gimmicky.
that day.
Yeah. Magistus, Psyframes. This is so funny. Psyframes. I want to play so many hand traps. Just my whole deck is hand traps. And I can play Driver more than one for a good reason. Mech Lords, Tunes. I love Tunes so much. Harpies. Let's see. What else? Code Talkers and Pure Cybers. Good deck in the OCG.
Mm-hmm.
Electromagnetic Warriors.
I love the Magnet Warriors.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Heroes is a deck.
It's a really good deck right now. Really expensive, but...
Yep, another Dream answer. Yeah, there's some people here that love Dream Mirrors. I did not know that it was such a popular deck.
Neither did I.
Okay, so that is the answers for last week's podcast question of the day, and that leads us to this week's podcast question of the day.
And that is, what is, in your opinion, the worst and the best rarities to get cards in?
This is a good question.
Yeah. In my opinion, I'm personally really fond of Super or Ultra. For my personal likings of rarities.
Yeah.
I don't like ulties.
Whoa!
Hot take.
Whoa!
However, there's only one reason why I don't like them.
Because they're fragile?
Because they're so flimsy!
Yeah, the old ultis are flimsier. And
it makes me scared to hold them.
If you hold ultis from 2010 or even earlier, they are legitimately
like my ulti pudding cess. I hate receiving that thing. It makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've got an ulti glow up bulb from original print. Whew, it is so much more bendable.
And that's the only reason why I don't like it.
Okay, I see you. Personally, my favorite rarity is ulti. I love ultimate rares. I don't have many of them because they are expensive, but I love them. And a very, very close second for me is Dual Terminal. I love Dual Terminal. If I could get a collection of every Dual Terminal card, I would absolutely do it.
Nice.
I've got my Plant Synchro deck going together. The only card that I'm missing for the extra deck, if anybody has one of these, please reach out to me. I really want it. Is a Dual Terminal Trishula. It's the only card that I'm missing for that deck. I have every card in high rarity, at least kind of high rarity, either in ulti or in dual terminal, basically, if it comes in those.
Mm-hmm.
And Trish is the one I'm missing. It's the only card that I don't have in the rarity that I wanted in, which is dual terminal. So
fair enough.
my least favorite is just rare. I hate just regular rare with silver lettering. I hate it. It needs to not exist anymore. Just make all the rares gold letter rares. I love those.
Yeah, so do I. But I mean, then the gold letter rares won't be as special.
I don't care.
And I mean, for mainline sets, they eliminated rares.
Thank goodness. Could not have come sooner. They should have done that years ago.
But yeah, no, I do kind of agree with the whole, only the name is colored in. They probably should never have done that to begin with.
Yeah, I just think pure silver rare is just ugly.
Yeah, because it looks the worst in my opinion on effect monsters. Because it just doesn't look very nice against that orange. You know what I mean?
I agree. I think it looks horrible.
It looks all right on like vanillas and spells, but
yeah, like on traps, it looks all right.
Yeah, it looks all right. But on effect monsters, ugh.
Yeah, so
it just clashes.
But that'll wrap us up for today. That is everything. We want to, of course, again, thank ETB Games, our sponsor of the podcast. We could not do this without them. We also want to, of course, thank everybody that has left a review, left a rating on Apple iTunes.
Greatly appreciated.
Everybody that's hit the follow button on Spotify. Awesome. So thankful to have you. We want to, of course, thank everybody that has signed up on Patreon. It honestly is such a huge support. You honestly have no idea. So thank you everybody that's joined our Discord, followed us on Twitter. Of course, be sure to check out Team Dark Armed Dealings. Dylan's second place deck profile from the tournament we went to over the weekend is in there. So please be sure to check them out. And be sure to come back next Tuesday for the next episode. Thank you everybody for listening and have a good day.
Take care, everyone.